Hello, friends. How's everyone doing? Hey, as you know, we've been covering a lot of topics on human resources, their jobs, their responsibilities. We cover so many positions before um, for human resources positions, right? Beginning positions in our previous videos. And I would always recommend that, make a notes um, for this video, or you can always go back and watch these videos and take a notes. Again, hello, this is Ruby Singh with Jobs and Career Advice. Uh, we've been covering different topics and different job positions. Um, and let's talk today. I was thinking about a human resources business partner. Um, I know that this is a big topic. I think I should cover it and bring it to about that. What is the human resource business partner? The human resource business partner, guys, is also its abbreviation of like HRBP. They also call business partner. This position is responsible for aligning business objectives with employees, with management, with designated business units, right? So the human resource business partner, HRBP, they maintain an effective level of business literacy about the business unit's financial positions, its mid-range plan, its culture, its competition. They usually cover all that. Then so many of you might ask me, okay, Miss Ruby, now what is this human resource business partner? I know you covered before on human resource manager, but what is this business partner? So the difference between human resource manager and human resource business partner, the human resource manager, they are usually mainly involved in with overseeing the whole HR department to make sure it runs fully. And HR business partner, they are concerned with connecting the HR department to the business goal of the company. Okay. Let me say that again if you're taking a notes. Okay. Excuse me. The HR manager are mainly involved with overseeing HR department. Okay. They make sure that it runs fully, all the employees, all the company employees, everything, coordinate together. But the HR business partner, they are concerned with connecting the HR department to the business goal of the company. Okay. So these are two different functions, guys. Okay. That's between HR manager and HR business department. Okay. And as you know, we covered HR manager job before. Okay. So the HR business partner, they work closely with the business leaders, they work with the line managers to build their people capability plan and manager talent and develop approach that achieve and shared, organizational objective. Okay. That's what HR business partner's objective is. Okay. And in order to let's also cover the generalists. We already covered that also, right? As you've seen in my previous videos about HR generalists, I covered thoroughly what are the HR generalists and what are their jobs. So let's since we already differentiate between manager and HR manager and HR business partner job, let's differentiate also what is the difference between HR business partner than HR generalist. Okay. It's like, you know, it's a confusion. It's a miscommunication about the role is, um, true role is HR business partner. HR business partners are not always paid more than HR generalists, but HR business partner are also not, more senior. They are simply, it's a different role in their own light. Like HR manager is different role, HR generalist is a different role, and same as HR business partner, different role, correct? And we also covered, right, that what are the main, um, what do you call the HR jobs, which I covered that in in really depth in my previous, in our previous videos. So if you haven't watched those, please go back and go into HR playlist. Okay, so mostly the common job for HR titles are, of course, the vice president of human resource or the chief human resources officer, right, which is called CHRO. That's the title of it. And then chief diversity officer, then comes HR director. After HR director, then under that is the director of recruiting, HR recruiting manager, compensation and benefit manager, human resources information specialist, which is it's called HRIS, and then also the recruiter, correct? So there are, you know, different roles just in human resources field. Okay. Um, and we can say, another business partner's role is, we can say they are HR business associate or affiliate affiliate, sorry. They are collaborator, they are partner, they are co-founder, they are, you know, we can call all these as a HR business partner. Okay. Um, so usually, what do you call that? The chief HR officer, the VP of human resources, is the highest HR position in the company. Okay. So the human resource business partners, their job description or what are their top, qualifications or their top duties of their job are, the human resource business partner or HR business partner, HRBP, is responsible. They are responsible for enhancing the relationship between the company executives with the human resource department to complete HR initiatives. Okay. Their duties include analyzing HR policies and procedures to determine their relevance to the company's goals and the company's values. So meeting with executive and members of the board to propose changes, to propose policies or hiring needs, and communicating with the HR professionals to learn, you know, more about, what are their goal or what are their HR strategies. Okay. Um, the main what you call that responsibilities or the duties of a human resource business partner is to coordinate the goals of an organization to the individual objectives of the position. Okay. Human resource business partners are an integral part of meeting business goals and completing tasks. Okay. Um, excuse me. People in this role, they usually have, responsibilities of, they organize, they lead weekly or monthly meetings with team members. Okay. They work closely with the executive team members to better understand the needs of the company. Okay. They coach, they lead, they mentor team members to meet the company's objectives or company's objectives or the team objectives. Okay. They create job descriptions, of course, for the new hires. They evaluate current team members, and also they evaluate the areas of training, of any improvements need to be done, correct? Usually the HR business partner, human resource business partner, they typically work for corporations across industries as internal company employees, but they also work for, big HR firms to hire out their services as needed. They work closely with executives and HR personnel to ensure that HR strategies and the support and the overall business goals of the organization. Okay, let me repeat that. If you're taking notes, the HR business partner, they work with the corporations, across the industry. They work with the company's employees, internal employees. Okay. They also work with the big HR firms, hire out, their services as needed. They also work with the executives, managers, the personal, um, to ensure that HR strategies and the support the overall business goals for the organization. Their job is to stay up to date on all HR trends, guys. Okay. So this is like you have to know all the laws, you have to know all the regulations of the companies, that you can apply to companies' HR strategies. So you have to be always updated on all the laws, all the regulations, okay, of your HR industry. Okay. They may also be responsible for guiding different professionals about how to handle difficult workplace situations. Okay. So you have to be up to date on all the regulations of the firm you are working, company you are working, and the laws you are working with. Okay. Um, Usually, a successful human resource business partner will have strongly developed skills in communication, in team leadership. You know, they have to, make sure they have the skills of communication. They have a skills of project management. They have a skills of problem solving. Of course, they have skills of leadership. Okay. Because communication, guys, that's the strong communication skills are a requirement as a human resource position. Okay. Especially human resource business partner, HR business partner, they communicate with all levels of the company, guys, Because in addition to understand the needs of management expresses, the HR business partner must also be able to convey those needs to their team and to other teams with, different executives. They have different teams, and also other employees. They have to have a, excellent verbal communication skill, non-verbal communication skill, written communication skills. These are all very important to this role, guys. Okay. Project management. As a HR business partner, they are often in charge of projects, correct? Strong project management skills like organizations, time management, these are very, very important skills. Okay. And because it will help you if you have these skills, it will help you to assist effectively in leading the project, toward completion. Okay. Another point I want to make is problem solving, guys. Okay. HR business partners often have to solve problems, whether the problem is declining sales, high turnover rates in the company or in that organization, or ineffective business practices. They have to know how to solve these problems. The declining sales, why the sales are declining, why there's so much high turnover rate, right? Why employees are quitting, why employees are leaving, why employees are not participating, what is going on, what are the ineffective business practices going in the company. So as a HR business partner, it is their job to identify the problem and then to come up with the solution to overcome all of the company's problem. The employees problem, the sales problem, the high turnover rate problem, the ineffective business practices problem. Okay. Another point I want to make is leadership. The strong leadership skills will definitely help you in HR business partners job, because in order to understand the team needs, the company's motive, the company's goals, and motivating the employees and the teams to complete the task and to meet the overall, make sure that you meet overall objectives of the company and the company's goals and the team's goals. Okay. So these are the points that you have to keep that in mind, because of course, the for in order to have this job, you have to have a bachelor degree, right? This job require a bachelor degree because of the communication you have to do with different teams. They they are often the minimum. HR degree is minimum requirement to become the HR business partner. Some employers, they prefer to have also a master degree, right? Because the relevant degree in, you have to have a business management background, you have to have a finance background, you have to have a human resources background, you have to have a IT or informational technology background. Okay. Because while certifications are not always the requirement, they can demonstrate advanced skills as a business partner. The certifications are often in the human resource business partner industry, correct? So these are the minimum requirements for the education or training requirement to be a human resource business partner. Human resource business partner, um, they also have to have like previous experience. They have to have a training. They are also usually recommended when hiring an HR business partner. You have to have all that under your belt because HR business partner is a crucial, critical role to coordinate the company's business goal and your team's business goal, right? Because it's important to hire a candidate with the proven organization, human resources, team leadership experience. Some could be on-job training. Um, Sometimes companies offer if or they especially in the industry with the technical products. So their main objective of job, the HR business partner job, their position, main objective of this position is responsible for, aligning business objectives with employees and management in designing business units and to designate it uh, all together, all business units together. Because the position serve as a consultant to management on human resources, any human resources related issues. A successful HRBP, HR business partner, they act as an employee champion, right? And change agent. That's what I would say. That's what their role is. Okay. They are like a forward facing HR consultant, and they are embedded in the business, the goals of the business. They need to understand and they should live in the business, understand it thoroughly, work proactively with business leaders on various workforce challenges and strategies. Because I would prefer to do it, you know, away with the term partner because it continue to reinforce the idea that the individual is just a, any HR role in order to take specially assigned to the business. Okay. Because I believe the HRBP role exist in some fashion in virtually any company, in small companies, as a vice president of HR or HR manager, are essentially they are like a business partners. Okay, because in large companies like global companies, HRBP are resident in business units, geographies, or any functions of that unit. They are expected to have extensive knowledge about HR operations. Their more important function is as a senior advisor, a consultant, or an expert to business leaders. Okay. Because their alliance is first to their business leaders. That is their first alliance is to their business leaders. And then second to HR. Because in fact, all involved in discussion agreed that deep HR domain, expert, they are not, it was not critically HRBP rule, right? They have and they know the basis of HR, and they have had a prior experience in function, all the functions of HR. The meetings attendees agreed that mindset, problem solving capabilities, listening, right? And all the other communication skills that we covered earlier in this video, right? That they are the relationship building are what really drive the value of HRBP role. Okay? Because it's critical, guys, that high performance HRBPs are dialed in the sense they can jump into new projects, move to new roles, and learn thorough ongoing experiences of the industry, of the laws, of the regulations of the company, of the executive roles, right? Executive teams, different teams. So these, what we covered, these are very, very important, like make sure that they have these qualities and these experiences, right? They also, other skills I want to cover is they also have to have intellectual curiosity and empathy, right? HRBPs must have a desire to learn all aspects of the business, and they must understand all its functions, its goals, its visions. Okay. Because in fact, in HRBP, they should view attainment of these goals as a critical measure of their job performance. Not only their job performance, they have to have these skills. They also, uh, what I covered, empathy, they also must have deep caring for the business, for the workforce, and be proactive force behind the workforce strategy. They also have to have a problem solving skills. Because HRBPs, they must be comfortable working with business leaders, must be comfortable working with managers to address any workforce challenges or any issues. And rather than, viewing problems as yours, right? That's like for different executives, different leaders, or different teams. They should view those problems as ours. It's our problem, and they have to be an active part of the solution of that problem. So the problem solving skill is must. They should be, they are risk taking, okay, courageous. They must be comfortable saying no to no and yes to yes instead of being wishy-washy. Clear. They must be, if they are saying no and offering, any you call that alternative opinion or actions to the business leaders, right? They should be comfortable saying no. They also must have be ready to fail. Okay, they are not be afraid of failing and have the air, cover to allow for failure. Another point I want to bring it digital ecumenization, because this is one of the most important characteristics identified by meeting attendees due to, increased availability of people related data. Because today, HRBPs must have the ability to analyze, to interpret the data used to help business leaders better understanding workforce needs and incorporate result into workforce strategy and planning. Okay, especially now all the meetings are online, right? Most of them. So you have to have this skill that you have the ability to analyze, you have the ability to interpret the data to help the business leaders better understand workforce needed to incorporate, the results into the workforce strategy and the planning. Another point I want to bring is business language and knowledge. Okay, to ensure credibility, they need to be able to speak in business terms. Okay, what I mean by business term is knowing the details of the business they are serving and understanding its jargon and acronyms. Okay. They have to have networking skills, knowing who knows or who needs help within the business unit as well as externally is hugely important, as is the ability to develop relations. Okay, to develop relationship with those who have the knowledge and the decision making power. Okay, they have to have a management skills, right? That's must, right? Because HRBPs, they must have the ability to facilitate discussions around change and transformation of the goal that they want to achieve. They must be able to identify in advance where and when change of management will be needed, okay, and proactively participate in developing the plans, the strategies to bring it about. Okay. So business leaders need to trust their HRBPs with the sensitive insider information. For instance, a sales manager, okay, we covered that before. They need to know a conversation about potentially missing sales goals, right? That will be kept confidential. So it is becoming more important that you have the depth, knowledge, education, and experience of all these qualities and skills to be a successful facilitator and transformator of HR organization. So it is crucial, guys, that you have a thorough knowledge of this role if you planning to work as a HRBP. Because human resources, their uh, departments are tasked with managing the most critical, unpredictable, and varied asset. They are the assets of the company. They are assets of the people, right? Because the HR teams, they oversee employee relations, they oversee employee, compliances, right? They oversee payroll, they oversee benefits, staff onboarding and offboarding strategies, right? Conflict resolution, performance evaluation, all while aligning with the company's goals. Correct? To help manage these processes, many business, they look outside of their company and bring in human resource business partner inside, right? HRBPs. So that's why consulting expertise, it's, it's a valuable commodity, right? Because the HRBP, it's a unique position because it typically works outside of the company's internal human resource department, right? They can work directly with the company's senior leaderships to create, build, direct various HR strategies, that can align with short and long-term goals of the company. They may, you know, sometime they collaborate directly with the organizations, the C-suite, employees, or act as a member of company's board of directors, right? The informed perspective offered by HRBPs had they make their role increasingly valuable, right, for developing human resource policies that fit with the organization goals and values, right? Because they sometimes, some not always, but sometimes they are contracted to work with management to address various HR related issues that directly affect management and employees. The task can include, they can be developing a new employee management, right? The sales goals, why sales are not increasing, the initiative or any programs that need to bring upon in that organization to achieve the goals, the evaluating and implementing changes in workplace and policies and laws and solving complex issues. Okay. That can sometimes directly affect management and employees. Correct? It could be among personals, among teams. So sometime even I see that, sometimes in some cases, they also help oversee international HR tasks because a position underlying goal is cultivating and maintaining a strong sense of, you know, symbiosis among management and employees, both with each respective group and each other. Because doing so, it can help improve the work relation, build a greater sense of moral, boost productivity, right? And that's how, by boosting productivity, building a greater sense of morale, and ultimately they can create and optimize the workforce and workplace. Correct? So in order to achieve all that, you have to have you know, as we covered, the education, the experience. We covered that usually employers seek at least, bachelor degree in HR or, or advanced degree in human resources, in masters of science leadership, right? Right. So advanced degree sometimes can help individuals stand out in the competitive field, as some employers may view such as degree as a sign of having acquired a deeper knowledge or more refined skill set, because it open an individual to more job opportunities, as some employers may only consider, hiring HRBPs with advanced degree, right? Because HRBPs may be able to leverage and advanced degree or command a higher consulting rate. And then, of course, experience, right? We covered that before. Gaining experience in the human resource field is also important to prepare for an HRBP role, working for several years as a human resource in human resources field, right? as I could be a generalist, could be a coordinator that can help an individual develop those skills in a real world environment. It can be beneficial to gain experience as a human resource, manager or further hone your managerial or leadership skills. Okay. These are the definitely essential skills that you have to have because HRBP role is to provide the support in a range of legal, interpersonal, and administrative processes. As a leaders in this role, these individuals must have certain essential skills, okay, and competences for the success of this job. You must be, they must have the skill of excelling at organizational strategies, organizational, strategic thinking, performance management, right? Strong communication skills, problem solving skills, workforce skills, alongside executive in creating goals and strategies for management and for employees. Okay. And of course, you as a HR business partner, um, you must know best practices in human resources, recruiting or workplace policies. Okay. Because this position of human resource business partner, it operates at a higher business level, guys, than the standard human resources manager. Okay. Because as a such, you know, this hierarchy, they affect how human resource business partner approach their various responsibilities. Because compared to human resources managers, HRBPs focus on building strategies that align with the overall goal of the company. That's what we've been covering, right? So while managers may focus more on day-to-day, administrative tasks such as payroll or recruiting or business partner, typical business partners, they typically introduce new initiatives that change or optimize the course of human resources functions. Let me repeat that again if you're taking a notes. Okay. Managers, HR managers, they may focus more on day-to-day administrative jobs, right? Administrative tasks. Could be a payroll, it could be a recruiting, right? But the business partners, HRBP, they typically introduce new initiatives that change or optimize the course of the human resources functions. Because HRBPs, they often work with the corporate executives and department managers to align their visions with the business goals and the business vision. Okay. So as, as a more business leader, see human resources business partner as a crucial agent of the change within their organization or job growth in the career, they should continue to increase. Okay. So with concentrations in human resources, the leadership and organizational leadership, the degree program, that can also help you to develop the skills and knowledge to lead the teams and inspire changes and prepare, participate to drive organizational success. So as a good HRBP, human resource business partner, you have to have excellent interpersonal communication skills, right? Interact with various and communicate with various audiences, right? In all departments, continue education, make sure you know how to improve the knowledge of HR trends, HR regulations, HR laws, right? They have to have investigative mindset. They have to motivate, to discover new HR programs or beneficial technologies, that will contribute to various departments and companies' goals. Because having investigative mindset also allow uh, HRBPs to review HR department operations, determine the cause of miscommunications or any other issues are happening inside or outside the team or in different teams. Because a good human resource business partner, guys, they have the ability to see the big picture and review the possible outcome before changing HR policies or any procedures within the company. Okay. Because the human resource business partner, they usually work directly with the chief executive officers or CEOs of the organization of the corporations. They work directly with them. Because human resource business partner, they relay information between the CEO, Chief Executive Officer, and HR management professionals. Chief Executive Officers, they speak with human resources business partners to ensure clear communication about HR initiatives, their roles within the organization, and the organizational strategies. Okay. All right, guys. Hope this helped. We covered a lot today for human resource business partner job. Its qualification, uh, education, experience, skills. Hope you took some notes if you needed to, and or you can always go back and watch the playlist in a human resources. There are different topics of all jobs, whatever you are interested in, and you can go and look at and see what can help you um, in your job search. Okay. All right, guys. I wish you all the best in everything in your life, in your job search, in your skills, and everything else in your life. And hope this helped you guys. And I will talk to you soon. Again, thank you so much for all your wonderful comments. And it really, helps me what you are looking for to cover. And then also, you know, all your likes, all your subscribes, and so many of you wrote that how much uh, these videos are really, really helping you guys in your job search, and how you are forwarding also these videos to your family or friends who are also in search of jobs, and if these videos can help them. Okay, I wish you all the best. Again, this is Ruby Kaur Singh with Job and Career Search Advice, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.